Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Trekking Across the Universe here on the NDB Media Network. Of course, I am, formerly Admiral, but they busted me down in flavor of Lower Decks, so I'm now Quartermaster, but that might be part of the James Bond universe, but that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about being Q later, and then that's the Next Generation universe. I don't know. I'm all mixed up here. This is how mixed up I am. This is my happy place today, and yet we're going to be talking Star Trek today. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the premiere Season 3 of Star Trek's Lower Decks, the animated series, the hit animated series, which is not for everyone, as evidenced by the swath of commentary, and I don't know if I even said that correctly, but my co-host, the indelible Senator Shapiro, will correct me on my bastardization of the English language just a moment ago. Good afternoon, young lady. How are you?
Good afternoon and good evening here. It's 9 in the evening out here on the East Coast in D.C.
Well, it's evening now over here. It is 6:01 p.m. on this
but you
August.
did swath correctly, so you get a pass for that one.
I'm sorry, I did what correctly?
You used swath correctly.
Wow, I just thought it was I thought it was the entire sentence structure. By the way, I missed out on diagramming sentences. Did you diagram sentences when you were in school?
Yes.
Oh, how disgusting. I discovered diagramming sentences when I was a junior in high school.
Ooh.
I was helping out freshman tutoring, in English no less. And then these kids are diagramming. And what is this? It's a graph, you know. It's a line with a bunch of angles. And oh no, this is diagramming a sentence.
Yeah.
Man, Sister St. George is a psycho. No, just kidding. That might have been my impression at the time, but I did not know what it was to diagram a sentence. And I have to tell you, Senator, I have yet in my life to diagram a sentence. It's not on my bucket list either.
You're not missing much. I think I've done enough for both of us, so I think we're covered.
That is fair. Senator, you were... I'm not going to say educated. You were elucidating me. I think I butchered it now. Your introduction to this series. Well, you haven't even seen the series yet. I understand that you have only seen The Next Generation, the original series, and you're into Voyage. Oh, Enterprise. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. I am partway through Enterprise. I long ago stopped at Next Generation for a lot of reasons, and there's a story behind it. If you would like me to tell it later, let me know.
Please. Oh no, there is no later.
Okay.
The past is the future. The future is the past. We are all three now.
There's a story behind what happened. So this takes place in the mid to late 90s, when I had started writing splatterpunk, and I was starting to go to conventions on the other side of the table, like as a writer or a guest instead of a fan. And I had gone to a convention that's very popular down in Roanoke, Virginia. It's southwestern corridor. And it's in Roanoke, which is one of the only big cities they've got down there. And so they have this huge convention. It used to be called Rovicon for Roanoke, Virginia, and then it became Rising Star for a while. And that was when I got hooked up with it. In fact, I was partly responsible for the name change.
Wow.
I'm friends with the guy who was the head of it, and we were talking about a name change, and I made a suggestion, which became Rising Star.
Is that from Battlestar Galactica, the Rising Star?
No, it was something else. It actually was Christian Rock. He's a minister part-time, but anyhow, so he was fairly well connected with a lot of people, and he had Pat Tallman come to the convention, and I assume you know at least a little bit of what she's done. You know, amongst other work, she had started as a stunt woman, and Pat Tallman was on Bab 5, and that's part of the story that I'm actually telling, why I didn't go on. So this was when Bab 5 had just started, and there was I may be messing the story up very slightly because it's been a while since I've told it, but there was a gentleman who was working on the script, and he was connected to her pretty heavily or friends with her or something. And he had a particular role that he wanted for her. And then something happened where he went out of town or she went out of town. Like they disconnected for a little while this conversation's going on. And the Friday night of the convention, she was giving a stunt class. Because remember, I said she was a stuntie first. And so I was taking her stunt class. And in the middle of it, she got a phone call from this guy's office, basically letting her know that the part that he had handcrafted with her in mind had been removed, that she was not going to be on the show. And she found this out live in the middle of stunt class, and it was very emotional for her. And, you know, I don't want to point at what happened, but she was very upset. And I actually had a chance to talk to her on Sunday at the barbecue about it. But the short of it is that she lost that part at the time, but that part was given to someone else, and she ended up in the part in Bab 5 that she is known for. And that actually continued quite a few episodes longer. I think she continued to the end of the series. I don't know. That's one I haven't seen yet. But so the part she ended up with instead worked out better than that one was going to. But she didn't know it at the time. Yes, that's Pat. She was also, not that this is the same genre, but I actually knew her first from the Tom Savini remake of Night of the Living Dead. She was Barbara. Imagine her with shorter hair, pixie hair. And yeah, so she was Barbara, and that's where I knew her from originally. So when all this, so there's
oh, I think I saw it. No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. I mean, she had it like, yes, that's how she looked in the movie, and that's, you know, I had seen her when that came out, and yes, that's the part she ended up with instead. But so the point was that I knew one thing from rumors. And I can't substantiate this, so I'm afraid I don't have receipts. You'll just have to take my doddering memory for my word. But
that's good for me.
It had been my understanding that Gene Roddenberry was not a fan of quite so many new projects coming out of Trek that people wanted to do. So when he passed, that's kind of part of the reason that suddenly they exploded, because he had been tamping down on them. So because Gene seemed to not want it, and because they hurt her feelings and she was super nice to me, I didn't want to watch any of that stuff because I was really salty. so eventually I let it go. And she obviously let it go. And so I relented. But then I ran into the problem that they were so far down the path of all these things that had happened. I really felt like I needed to go back and watch everything I missed, or otherwise it was going to not make sense in places. And I know some of the shows you can just go in cold, but I don't like that. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I hear you. I didn't realize that she had so many roles in Star Trek alone.
Oh, yes.
She was in Babylon 5, of course.
Yeah.
But
acting,
she was
stunt roles. Yeah, she was doing stunts on Trek and then started acting because she's an action actor.
Wow, that is cool. I did not know that. I should have known that.
Her big jump off may have been she was Laura Dern's stunt double in Jurassic Park.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And there she is in Star Trek Generations, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I'm going to show that there it is. That is her. So she must have been a stunt double for, I forget which one, Lursa and B'Etor. I forget which one's which. I think this one's B'Etor. Oh, my goodness. Star Trek. Oh, they're going to let me have it for that. But, yeah, I could see it. Wow, I had no idea. You know what? I'm going to reach out to her. Or I'm sorry, Michael will reach out to her.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said that. I'm just a jerk. Yeah. No, that is cool. That is really cool to know.
And I was, I would not by myself. I'm not anybody super important. We were in a room together doing her stunt class when this news came, and I felt bad for her. That's no way to tell somebody when they're in the middle of an event, like that.
She went to Carnegie Mellon University.
Yes. I believe she's a Pittsburgh native. I think that's part of how she ended up in Savini's movie.
Born Pontiac, Illinois, but could be in Pittsburgh. Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, so you know what? Cool stuff going on with her, and she's very, very nice. She's very personable, very kind. And I felt bad how she was done, so I wasn't going to watch the things for a while.
I get that, and that's real. That's genuine.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I
then
had no such connections with anyone.
eventually it's very clear that she let it go. So I'm like, well, if she's not upset anymore, I'm going to leave it alone. But now I got to catch up.
I have to tell you that I've actually never told this story, and
Cool. New
I will
story.
never ever tell this story again because there's looking at the audience numbers right now. I'm actually okay with it. Uh, I'm going to tell it right now because in 2001, when Voyager was coming to an end, I knew there was a new series that was coming up, and it was, of course, the one you're watching now, Enterprise.
Right.
And I knew a particular character was going to be in makeup. I'm like, ooh, I have a chance. I'm going to be in makeup. I have no chance otherwise. So I put in for a spot and didn't get very far. Didn't do very much, actually. I really haven't told anyone this, but I knew the character. If anyone knows Enterprise, they're like, well, wait a minute. You sure as hell didn't go for T'Pol. That's female. So who else is in makeup? Dr. Phlox. The role for Dr. Phlox. Now, I find it terribly amusing, and I have not told John Billingsley this, and I will never tell, because it doesn't matter anyway. He won the role because of his skill. But I was one of 2,000 people that put in for that role.
Wow.
And I think I was checked off. I was number 1,999 checked off. There was one guy from Antarctica. They didn't believe it was real, so they checked him off. Then they came to my name, and I, yeah, it's not going to work. He's out of here. We know that guy. He works for the county. Nah. Well, he's out. So I was done, and they eventually worked their way up, and they discovered, of course, who is a phenomenal star. And everyone who knows NDB Media, John Billingsley has been on with us 3 times, and he's due to return to us very soon. Now, I am going to go out on a limb, and we are going to be talking Star Trek Lower Decks in just a moment, folks.
Yes.
But we do have a tentative confirmation. For those of you that know, we interviewed a young man on Monday from the Amazon Prime series Upload. So, for those of you, I hope, well, actually, based on our numbers, yeah, people were watching, but he plays Dylan. He's an 11-year-old, but he's passed away, and he's been 11 for like 18 years. Because the whole point of Upload is they've made the transition. They're able to, before they pass away, they can buy digital heaven. So that's what you get uploaded to digital heaven. And this young man passed away at age 11, and he, that's the thing, and that's the character. And he was 11 years old when he was on the program. He's 15 now, and we interviewed him on Monday. And of course, the actor is, as you know, he was on Scaredy Cats, of course, Upload, and a few other programs. It was Reese Slack. It's a wonderful interview. We were his first interview, so it was kind of neat. Yeah. Nice. And an inside story was, I was about to violate a trust, and I'm not going to do that. But it was fun. He was on Monday. So the point is that we now have a second guest from Upload. Okay. And I'm probably not authorized. Wait a minute. I'm not authorized. Who authorizes the leaks? I guess that would be me. So
I give you dispensation. There you go.
Yes, thank you. I feel relieved that it has gone. So, do you know the series, The X-Files?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it?
Most of it. I did not complete season 8.
Do you know who?
Patrick. The guy.
Muldoon.
Yes.
I think it was Patrick Muldoon.
Yeah.
Or no. It's Patrick. The Terminator stack. I think.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yeah. No, Mark and I were watching it together, and we didn't finish it, so I haven't gone back to it yet.
Okay. Does the cigarette man mean anything to you?
I have a picture of me with him.
Oh, so you know exactly who I'm talking about. He is in Upload as well, and he is his rap sheet, for lack of a better word, is quite extensive. William B. Davis.
Yes.
So we have a tentative yes. We're just negotiating the day. Oh, that's so funny. So yes. But look, I'm not superstitious in any way whatsoever, but I may have just broken a rule that you should not until they're confirmed. But William B. Davis from X-Files and many other programs, as well as Upload, that's the program he's currently on now, will be joining us in the not-too-distant future. Wow. It's funny, I said cigarette man, and you knew exactly who I meant.
I absolutely do.
Yes.
I actually bought a pair of prop cigarettes off his table.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, Senator, you will join us.
Well, you'll have to let me know when it is.
Yes, we will.
You're negotiating a day.
Yes.
Actually, speaking of negotiating a day, where does one stream Upload to watch it?
Amazon Prime.
Okay. That's good. I have that.
So it is Upload. You know what? Michael said, "Hey, dude, check this series out." And I was like, "Okay." You know, I look, if someone takes the time to recommend something to me, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to reveal another secret. When someone says or asks me, "Hey, Raj, have you seen X-Files?" Yeah, I've seen about 47 seconds of it. I have just admitted that I haven't even looked at it once. Now, on the case of the X-Files, I've seen more than that. I was just, for a point here, is the only thing I can remember. But if I tell someone, it's always, "Oh, yeah, I've seen about 47 seconds of it." That's code for never. Never seen it, and chances are pretty good that I will not. But Michael recommended Upload to me, and you know, Senator, it's all right, man. Oh, the young man, Reese. Oh boy, he's an 18-year-old. Well, no, he's a 30-year-old in the body of an 11-year-old. Because unfortunately,
I was him when I was 11.
Well, you know, it's interesting because the character that Reese plays, Dylan, he is still 11. And I guess there is no growth because once you're uploaded, that's it.
That's the version
so
you're locked in.
There's no maturity. There's no nothing. So it's kind of interesting. So there's something in there, and I can reveal this, that he still is 11. And he's been there for however many years. I think his friends... Well, okay, maybe he's not 30 years old, but his friends, when he passed away, are like 18 or 19. And he is still 11. And he's still thinking of video games, stuff like that. You know, the prepubescent teen.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult. He has that difficulty. But I'm not going to reveal anymore. It's a dramatic comedy. I will take that line from Reese. It is. It's a comedy, and there's a storyline, so it's not bad. But yeah, to understand it, you got to watch it from the start. But what is cool about it is you just follow it through. They're half-hour episodes, I believe.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So the buy-in really isn't that much. The only thing I would say is give it 2 episodes.
Okay.
That's all I would say. The first one really does a decent, shockingly does a good job of bringing you in the universe, but it's the setup. And Digital Heaven, well, there's a lot to it. So there's torrent, there's some crazy stuff. Oh, and it takes place in 2033. So it's kind of neat.
Oh, not too far.
Not too far indeed. I'm hoping to be around. If I go all the way, that's about the time I would normally retire, but the reality is I'm going to retire in 2024 at about age 55. I'll leave it at that. But yes, we do have several people watching us, folks. Let us know who you are, where you hail from. We're going to get to it right now. I don't know if they're on my personal page or my public page, but if you do leave a comment on my personal page on Facebook, I'm unable to read your comments. So head on over to our Facebook page or twitch.tv/NDB Media. Everyone can go there. You'll see it on we call it the ticker, but in the news media, they refer to it as the Chiron.
Oh, so, yeah. That's true.
Yes. Now, I hear Chiron, and I go all the way back to Robotech. One of the evil guys is Chiron. Did you watch Robotech?
I did not, but I'm somewhat familiar because I have a lot of friends who did. So I'm surrounded by the references.
All right. Well, fair enough. Well, look, Lower Decks, folks, premiered today, as I mentioned, season 3. It ended as a cliffhanger last year, and I wrote some quotes. As you can tell by some of the imagery, and I'm going to show some of the images right now. Of course, I have to put the disclaimer: the images are not ours; they do belong to CBS and Paramount Pictures. It is from Paramount Plus, so fair use. I have the imagery in the background, as a matter of fact, which I'm going to play. I'm going to try to get some of it up front right now. This is a clear homage to Star Trek 3. Okay, the imagery of Spock in the background for Star Trek 3. So that's a hint. As I mentioned, it was it was a cliffhanger from season 2, and this is the first time they really get a chance to talk about it. So, folks, look, it is a hardcore comedy laced with Star Trek, and even I say laced because there's so much going on in the background. There's so many callbacks and what they call Easter eggs. In my humble opinion, it's out of control. There are episodes that are just how many Easter eggs can you find? And they're in the hundreds. Yeah, that's not what I do. No way. There's no way I could do that. But no matter what, the episode starts off, as you know, what happened to the captain at the very end of season 2. So Beckett, the primary character, her daughter, is just losing her mind. And she's been arrested for the alleged crime that took place in the season finale, and she's out of control. At first, I'm like, Casey may not talk to me because I'm really stupid what I'm going to say, but in my day and age, someone flips out like that, you educate them. You calm them down. And I didn't say female, she just happens to be female. But you know what I mean. When someone's out of control, what do? Wham! That's what they used to do. Okay, that's what they used to do. And hey, guys, girls, whatever. But the general thing is that a man would be doing that to the woman. So that's why I apologize. That's not the way. I'm just saying this woman is out of control. It's like, you need to calm down, woman. So that was it. I guess this is looking a lot worse than I even thought it was going to be. So anyway, I am striking out on this. But anyway, the point is that she is so concerned with what has happened to her mother that her admiral father says, trust the system. And she's losing her mind. And she's breaking stuff everywhere. It's out of control. And that's what I mean. It's just a little spoiled brat. So, but
how old is she portrayed as? Like roughly ballpark what age? Is she
the 20s.
Oh, okay. So she young adult.
Early to middle 20s.
Okay.
They all are. The 4 of them.
Got it.
And she's losing it. She's flat out losing it. It grew a little bit on me as a personal opinion, but later on, when you understand what it was, and she basically says they arrested her, and I was unable to do anything. So there's a little bit of understanding, and it fits the character. It's just, in my humble opinion, they went too far early on, but it doesn't take away from the episode. It was just my impression. I saw the episode again when Rear Admirable Shapiro, not Senator, was here earlier. I was still watching the second time around, so I did see the episode. But anyway, so she decides to do something, and the other people, there's 4 of them, as you can see by the imagery. They're like, okay, well, they trust in the system, but Beckett is freaking out. So she's going to do something a la Star Trek 3, where she believes there's proof. She's got to take it, but she's got to get back aboard the ship. So it's like when Kirk and crew stole the Enterprise to save Spock. Remember that?
Yeah.
So that's why it's an homage to Star Trek 3 when you see the stuff in the back. And some of it is very creative. But before they do that, apparently the ship that they need to get to, their ship, is like in quarantine. So there's only 2 ways to get there. By encrypted transporters, which I'm like, you mean transporters aren't encrypted? Like, huh. There's no McAfee software every time you I guess not. So, and special shuttle weather. So no one can get there. Well, did you see the movie First Contact in oh, you did not? Okay. The reason why Star Trek fans celebrate April 5th is because that's the day First Contact happened. And it takes place in Bozeman, Montana. That's the movie.
It is in my queue. I do intend to get to it, and I understand the reference.
It's a good movie, in my humble opinion. I don't want to build it up to be anymore, but if there's a little bit of joy, there is. And I'm going to direct you to someone once you see the movie. He's probably one of the best internet reviewers out there, and I mention him from time to time. It's Jamal Epsikokin. And if you want to see reviews on Star Trek, Star Wars, some other stuff, Battlestar Galactica, whatever, it's at jammersreviews.com. One of the best reviewers on the internet. He's been doing it for at least 2 decades, if not more. jammersreviews.com. I don't always agree with his opinions, but he's thoughtful, makes arguments, and it's cool. He'll tell you why. He doesn't just say it sucked, as a lot of people will. So I do recommend him, jammersreviews.com. Like I say, there are some episodes which I hold dear, and he's like, So, I know! Carmen Creek, dude! Anyway, just kidding.
So he gave you the Myers-Briggs treatment, did he?
Be that as it may, a coworker came up to me. She says, "You're an INTF, right?" What the hell? How the hell? Okay, that's close. First, she tried ENTF, and I'm like, "Oh, no. I'm an introvert, so I'm an INTJ." But I guess as I'm getting older, I flopped the J and the other letter. But anyway, I'm an INTJ. There's no doubt about it. So, it turns out that she is an ENFP, I believe.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I know. I'm sorry. We went from adult conversations to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Did you notice that? It's like, no problem. We're going to save the planet while the kids go and build a house.
I'm an ENTJ.
You're a what?
I'm an ENTJ. I'm the extroverted version of you.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Whether the science is spurious or not, I have consistently tested as that for 30 years.
So have I. Now, there was a time, I think there was when I was really stupid and I was going through an emotional phase. I think that's when I was flipping from INTJ to another one. But I've always been INTJ. The one cool thing about it, and look, folks, I fully admit it. It's fun. That's all it is. I did take it as real science till yours truly over there. And I'll say this. Yeah, bitch slapped, okay? I did. And she made it very clear.
We just like to bring our listeners a little science. It's all good.
So anyway, Star Trek Lower Decks.
Which is not based on science.
Yeah, no kidding. So as the episode continues, they're obviously trying to get they remember that they're going to go to Bozeman, Montana, and there's some really funny quotes. And I did quote a few of them where they said, "Have faith in the system." That's what her admiral dad is telling her. Her dad is so kicked back and whatever. She keeps breaking plants, video monitors. He's like, "Why don't you go outside and take a walk? Why don't you go get some air?" She's like, "Well, I'm not from here." Talking about not breathing recycled air. Go out and do something instead of breaking things. So that was early in the system. I'm sorry, that was earlier. And then, of course, when they show up to a facility. Okay, actually, that's a little bit later. Okay. It was a really funny line. That's why I quoted that one. But spoiler. They go to Bozeman, Montana. I'm sorry?
I said spoiler.
Yeah, that definitely was. They go to Bozeman, Montana, where it's like an amusement park or tourist attraction, First Contact. And it begins by Zephram Cochrane himself. "Hello, explorers. Welcome to the 21st century. And we hope you make first contact with fun." I'm like, oh, my goodness. And, of course, it has the music playing in the background. They have the bar where first contact took place and all this other stuff, which was really kind of neat how we know where it happened, but now seen it as a touristy setting, I thought was kind of amusing.
It is funny.
Now, they've got to get to their ship, so they're going to steal basically a roller coaster. Okay, they're going to steal a roller coaster, which is the first. It's the Phoenix itself. It actually takes guests on a ride, on a Warp 1 ride, while they're going to try to take control to get to the Phoenix, to get to their ship.
Yeah.
The USS Cerritos. So it's really cool. The hijinks are fun. Of course, the music of First Contact's playing in the background, which was a nice touch. And everyone knows, for anyone who had a car in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, whenever we were going to go fast, many of us would drop the cassette into the and blare the rock music.
8-track.
Or 8-track, yes. Hey, I had that too. That's funny. Well, they duplicate that scene where, just as they're about to go to warp, Magic Carpet Ride plays. It's fun. It's a wonderful homage in the episode to it. It's really good. And let me see. Hello Explorers, welcome to the 21st century. Yes, that was there. But before they try to get to their ship, they head to that transport facility, and the transporter chief tells them, "No, you can't do that, man." So he convinces them to go over to the other place, which is kind of neat. But as they walk, and he says, "Don't let the door hit you, where the Big Bang splits you." That's kind of funny. That is actually rather funny on numerous levels. That's funny.
Okay, yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, it's really funny. And that was another phrase in the episode. Look, it's not for everyone. There's still more to the episode. I don't want to obviously reveal everything, but
Right.
I did enjoy it. As I said, Beckett is acting like Beckett, but it's just on a notch above that. For me, it's like, I already passed fiscal deadline. I'm past that. So like, calm down. But I was not unlike her a few months ago. So my thing is, why does she get away with it and I don't? Anyway.
It's in the script.
It's in the script, yes. So it's worthy of your time if you're able to watch Star Trek Lower Decks. It's really good stuff. And, of course, there is more that happens. It's only a 24-minute episode. It runs fairly quick. I still believe that one of my favorite episodes on Lower Decks was the season finale to episode 1. It's a 25, almost 30-minute episode that plays like a movie. And it's really, really exciting. It's dramatic. You don't have to watch anything to just watch that episode, the last episode of Lower Decks, because it is so good. It was one where it was like, this is it. This is the finale. Come on, man. So it's more than likely only a 10-episode run.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure we're going to have another series debut. I don't think it's Star Trek Prodigy. It's probably going to be Discovery that's next. And then we're going to have Prodigy, which is another cartoon. And then most likely Picard. And then we'll have Strange New Worlds again. But there is breaking news this week on a new series.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's Battlestar Galactica. Paramount Pictures, through Paramount Plus, is going to have a brand new series set in the Abrams verse. You know the 3 most recent movies, right?
Yeah.
There is a series that's going to debut. And right now, there's no other details other than there is a series in the Abrams verse. So we know that a 4th movie is due. So we believe that they're going to tie in.
Okay.
I doubt these actors that are multi-million-dollar players are going to do television.
You think?
So, yeah, I think. So there is no doubt that, they're definitely not going to do it. So there's another. There's another series in the works now. Actually, we know of another one too, which is the one with Michelle Yeoh, which is supposed to be a Section 31 type series.
Okay.
That one's been in the works for a while though, so I don't know. Picard's more like, Picard's going to end. This is it. This one coming up, that's it. The 3rd and final year. Oh, hey, by the way, I don't know if you can see them back there behind me. The House Targaryen The flags.
No, with the dragon on it.
Yeah, there's one right above my bald head, and there's the other banner right above my bald head, which is very dark. You really can't see it right now. So let me see. There's a little bit more light.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So there's two standards now. House again for from the book Fire and Blood, and of course I have my Enterprise uniform right there, and of course the one from Picard. So
nice.
Yeah, it's a garage. I had to try to cover up some of that stuff. So it's good stuff. So, folks, very quick. We are not going to go the full hour. I think we're going to go for maybe about another 15 minutes because, lo and behold, my calendar was open and I have 2 appointments tonight. So I have one at 7, another one at 8. So I'm going to be getting to those. But we still have enough time. I'm just letting the audience know that we will be finishing up early. Okay. We had House of Dragon debut, so you can watch us on Sunday at 5 p.m. As of right now, it's Lord Dream and Lord Roger that are doing that one at 5 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday. And we have the debut of The One Ring, the Amazon series that's from The Lord of the Rings. You familiar with that one?
I have heard about it. I don't know very much about it, but I have seen the ads and stuff, the trailers.
It's going to debut... sorry, my client just sent me a message. So I was like, oh, I'll contact them in a bit. It's going to debut on September 2nd. I believe it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern, and it's a worldwide one. But there's something, don't quote me on that right now, folks. Next week we'll have the full details. But, oh no.
That is next weekend.
It is next week. Oh, well, we'll be on Thursday, right before.
Yeah, you have another show before that.
What's going to happen is they did an adjustment. They moved it up 3 hours. So what's going to happen is it's going to debut around the world at the same time. And each successive episode will be, again, at the same time.
Huh.
So it's worldwide. It's going to debut. And it's at 9 p.m. normally Eastern time. So it would debut 6 p.m. But they're talking about the first time it debuts, and they're going to move it back 2 hours. So it may be at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. The point is, pay attention, but then they're going to move it back. Because next Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday, they're going to debut 2 episodes.
Okay.
So not to compete with the House of the Dragon. So they're going to be ending their run after the House of the Dragon deliberately.
Gotcha.
So I believe, yeah, that pretty much covers it. But we're going to be covering The One Ring and House of Dragon on Sunday night. Star Wars Andor, for those that remember Rogue One, Cassian Andor, his series debuts on September 21st. We will do a special that night on Cassian Andor. And that's a Wednesday. So it's going to drop at midnight. Everyone will have a chance to see it. And we're probably going to go at 6 p.m. on that Wednesday. So, that's the 17th. That's the 21st. Oh, we'll probably be done before. I don't think we're going to go 3 hours. That one will go about 2 hours. Because if you are set to go, you'll be on at 8 p.m. that night.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are you due for an episode?
Sunday,
you weren't on. No. You're due the 10th?
No, we got every Sunday now because Tales of the Walking Dead's on.
Right. But on Wednesday, let me see. The 24th.
Wednesday,
you were
not
so
this past Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we do have a show.
Oh, so the 31st, yes. And the 14th, yes. So that's good.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're not going to be. Okay, that's good. I don't like to have episodes on at the same time because I think it takes away. Even though they are different.
Pulls people multiple directions if they want to see stuff.
Yeah. But that's what we have going right now, folks. Right now, we have a lot of stuff on the schedule. Of course, I'm going to go over it very quick. As I mentioned, there's a new Star Trek series coming out, Star Wars Andor. Debuts the 21st, The One Ring on Amazon Prime. Star Wars Andor is on Disney Plus on the 21st. 3 episodes are going to drop that day because they made us wait. Yeah, because it was supposed to start, I believe, August 31st next week, but they moved it.
Okay.
So today's Lower Decks, the 25th, the One Ring on September 2nd. We will not do an episode that night. No. No. We're going to do it on that Sunday with the House of the Dragon. And then September 21st, Andor. So the schedule's like this. Monday night in America at 7 p.m. Pacific time. On Tuesday night, we have Fandom Access, which is on our audio network, Blog Talk Radio, which is at 7 p.m. On Wednesday, every other Wednesday, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, we have Travel Talk Radio. And then at 8 p.m. Pacific time, we have the Rock and Roll Shrink, which is every other Wednesday. On Thursday, and these are all Blog Talk Radio. On Thursday, Travel Edge Radio is on at 5 p.m. And then we're on Trekking Across the Universe video at 6 p.m. On Friday, it's actually open right now. Saturday morning on video is Sports Talk with the Guys. On Sunday is where they do cross. At 5 p.m. on video, we have Trekking Across the Universe right now, the House of Dragon and the One Ring. And then at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, is it still 5:30 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. 5:30 p.m. We have your program. And which one is that? Rear Admirable?
Right now it is Tales of the Walking Dead. That's a 6-part miniseries. And we will be on episode 3 this coming time.
Excellent.
And then when that finishes, let me see. Let me take a look at my notes real quick because I'm actually working on my script for Sunday.
Now, you remember on the BTR channel, we have up to 3 hours live. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's 2 episodes, you can do the 2 episodes.
I don't think they're going to do that. But so what happens is we've got 3 more episodes, but then the Walking Dead Classic has those last final 8, but they don't start till October. And I'm not sure what's happening in between. They haven't announced it yet.
Okay. Well, but you have up to 3 hours. Actually, you have 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm trying to take them all.
Yeah. Well, remember, the way it works is you have 3 hours that has a live feed, and then you have the overtime, which is it's another 55 minutes. And then all you have to do is start up another episode. So you can do 2 programs. We can do up to 8 hours a day on Blog Talk Radio. We've debated it. We've done it. We're foolish. We don't do that anymore. I'm not going to say we've grown up.
I was going to say I'm going to have time in September to do that kind of foolishness.
I think I told you I'm going to be. It's done. I already have my tickets. I will be in Washington, D.C. December 1st, midday. I'm leaving early, and I will return on December 5th. So I will be there for 3 days and 2 travel days. So I am returning Monday.
Like, should I come to the city?
I don't know, but look, I'm going to be there 3 full days. I'm hoping that we can at least a meal or something, get a little bit. I'm going to meet with, of course, I'm going to spend time with Michael Day. I'm also going to spend time with Mike Bednar. And I'm hoping with you as well. So, and everyone and anyone else that's out there, I'm looking forward to meeting with them. But it's going to be 5 days. I'm getting there. Okay, hold on. I actually have it. I have. I'm not kidding. It's already. I don't know where I'm staying yet. I'm not concerned. It's not a holiday, but it is December. So, either way, I'm glad it's not a holiday.
Absolutely stuck. We have a guest room, which is we're an hour from the city, but
here's my. I'm leaving at 8:50. Oh, sorry. Oops. No, I'm leaving at 1:05 p.m. here, and I am going to get there late. I was thinking of another flight. I'm going to get there at 9 on Thursday.
You flying international?
I'm flying to Reagan. Yeah.
I don't call it that.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I hear you. I wouldn't either.
I found it weird to name an airport after the guy who fought with the air traffic controllers in the 70s.
Isn't it funny?
It's just weird.
It's very weird. And then, I reversed it. I leave early on Monday at 9 a.m.
Oh,
And I
okay.
get back, and I wasn't thinking. So I thought it was the other way around. I leave early, and then I leave
Oh, yeah.
late over there. No, I reversed like an idiot. So that doesn't matter. I'm still 3 full days. I'm looking forward to it. It's done. And I haven't been in Washington, D.C. since September of 2007. So it's been a little bit.
Wow.
And I was there on union business, so yeah.
Okay.
I did walk down to the White House, though. And folks, I do have pictures of it, and I'll post them on my Facebook page. They're there.
So I got a question for you. Do you remember Cliff?
Cliff Sear.
Yeah. Doesn't
Yeah.
he live in Maryland?
He moved down to Virginia, I believe.
Oh, is he close to DC or is he in another part of Virginia?
It's funny. It might be Roanoke. I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm going to contact him because I do want to visit Cliff. I do. I'm going to be there. It doesn't matter if I'm an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I have to make that trip.
Okay.
So yes,
I was
do.
just kind of wondering, and if you do have to go down to Roanoke, you would be kind of coming out our way because we're near the mountains.
The Adirondacks.
No, the Appalachian.
Son of a... I was trying to be sarcastic and I effed it up. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my goodness. I'm smarter than that. And no, I was just being a little shit right now. Oh my goodness. I'm smarter than all.
Cool, dude. But yeah, keep me posted when you come down and we'll work something out. I can meet you places.
The Appalachians, yes.
Appalachians.
Oh my goodness! Because my daughter went to New York and it was the Adirondacks up there. So,
gotcha.
But no, I know. Oh, I cannot believe. And I was being a little shit right now, but yes, the Adirondacks.
You were welcome. We have an Adirondack chair out on Route 7 on the way to the valley.
Oh yeah, all right. There's no dignity left.
It's 20 feet tall. You have to see it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, like I say, I'm really looking forward to that, folks. I haven't been out there. And the reason why I'm heading over in December is because Michael Day came out to Arizona back in 2020, and I famously drove to Phoenix for an hour. Well, I ended up spending about 6 hours with Michael.
Gotcha.
Really cool. And then last year, I went to Florida and then Georgia, and we went down to the Star Trek studio, the Neutral Zone Studios. And Michael was there as well. So as soon as we were flying back, I'm like, dude, where are we going next year? I'm like, what are you talking about? We already got 2 years, man. We got to make it a third.
Yeah.
Wherever. We'll meet halfway. We'll be equidistant, or we'll do an obtuse angle. I know I just lost the audience there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We could do the obtuse angle, or we could do an acute angle. So there it is.
I understand what he was talking about. Is he messaged me kind of out of the blue, and Michael doesn't really know me, so he doesn't understand that, like, random people messaging me, I always get a little testy.
Oh, okay.
Talking like I knew who he was, and I didn't. And he finally explained everything, and then he mentioned that you were coming, but you hadn't mentioned it, so I didn't know if he was supposed to tell me. And I was trying to figure out how all that was plugging in together, and so I kind of knew that you were supposed to come out here, but I didn't quite remember when he said.
Oh yeah, it's done. December 1st to the 5th, and who knows? Depending on what happens, who knows? So it's interesting because I'm on vacation the November 21st to the 23rd, and then we had the holidays, of course. Right. So I'm going to come back to work for a week. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fly that Thursday anyway. So actually what it'll be is I'll be teleworking that day on that Thursday. So that's why I chose to travel. I'll be as long as I have my computer with me, I'm teleworking. So, I think that's why I chose to leave late, because if I'm working. It doesn't matter where I'm at. If I have my computer and I'm working. So I'm not going to tell anyone that. But
well, hopefully they don't watch the show.
Oh, they don't, but other people do.
But nobody that'll tattle on you, right?
Oh, everyone. Everyone. So it's all good. But folks, I did. This is for the Sunday night program. Oh, I don't know if you saw. Oh, I washed it when I did the episode. I have a cup. Did you see Game of Thrones? Okay. They, of course, they have collector stuff.
I know I will like it. I know I need to watch it.
Oh, no. I didn't say no. I wonder if you had, because I had a goblet that had like dragon claws with a cup. That's what I was drinking on Sunday. It was from Game of Thrones, which are the banners back, or the pendants, whatever.
I have like that. We have toasting glasses like that.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you can see it when I do the episode. It's really cool. I thought I had them right here. The goblet.
Maybe if I remember, I'll pull mine out too, and then we can have a little toast.
You can. And this one, I just purchased it. It's the White Tree of Gondor from the Lord of the Rings.
Ah.
So Casey. Admirable. I chuckled at you because you and I go back and forth about our English usage. And I should not have chuckled, but it's like I noticed that we use the highfalutin. Yeah.
I'm kind of highfalutin, so it's okay.
Look, it's very rare. So that's why I love the engagement. And that's why I will always say, I screwed up in front of Casey.
Nope. It's all good.
Dream and I. It's you heard us.
I was going to say, I've been on the air with you too.
Yeah. We're a little too stuck up for our own good.
It's okay though. See, I don't mind it. I'm used to it.
Oh, that's funny.
That's how I roll half the time. I'm surrounded with friends like that.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of fun, and we rarely ever, but like on Sunday, we were just back and forth with each other. It's just, if you want to watch two idiots who are really full of themselves, just go back to Sunday's episode.
Aw.
And it was fun. There was a really funny line. I thought I was going to get in trouble. Casey, forgive me. But I purchased some beef jerky, Game of Thrones, dried deer meat or whatever. I had jerky, and I purchased a small little fruit salad from, just a box of fruit salad. So I had it, and I would, lower like this and take a bite. And then I had the honeydew melon, so I think I covered when I did it. But on one of them, I lowered, and then Dream said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I just didn't want you to see me bite into the cherry." A lot of people laughed at that one. I didn't realize how stupid it was, how rude it was, but I couldn't believe how many people laughed. That was bad. At the minute I said it, I was like, okay, own it, stupid. Own it.
If you're gonna do it, lean into it.
Yeah, that was completely unintentional. I didn't realize how funny it was, but it was very rude, and I apologize. It was vulgar, folks, but it was damn funny. I'm sorry. Because I was just trying to cover, because he said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I just didn't want you to see me bite into it." And I was like, oh my God. That was not set up. We're not that funny. We are not that funny.
What is this?
Yeah, we are not that funny. So, folks, I do want to thank everyone. This is the first one on Thursday night of us being on for a while. We're going to be covering Star Wars, Star Trek, maybe another program on Thursday night. But on Sunday night, we're going to be covering The One Ring and Game of Thrones. So we're looking forward to that. You heard our schedule. There's a lot going on the NDB Media Network. Also, the Almighty Sports Show is going to be returning on a Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. Allegedly, Comics 101, but that's been like for the last 6 years, so I don't know what that means. Yes, that was a shot against the big dog. But, yeah. That's good. So anyway, folks, I do have to call it now because I do have an appointment in about 5 minutes. I want to thank the Admiral, the Senator, for joining me. Thank you. It's always a pleasure. She knows she has an open invite. I don't even have to tell her. So it's good. It's fun. Thank you for joining us. Folks, I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to Oakland in September and October. I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Arizona again. I'm taking my brother to the crater. And I'm also going to Seattle. So you guys want to meet up? Let me know. I'm going to be in those areas. Hey, Ross. Thanks for the like, buddy. And he told me he's camera shy.
No.
You see Ross? She had the exact same reaction that I did. I put a picture of, I think it was Robert Downey Jr. rolling his eyes like. Ross is a good person, though. He is, and I appreciate that. So it's all good, folks. We'll be on next week, of course. Same time, same transporter. And just like they said, don't let the door hit you where the Big Bang splits you. We'll see you guys on the other side. Okay. Peace.
Love long and perspire.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Ross. Sorry, buddy. Hey, I am perspiring. It's 84 degrees. That means it's a 94 in here.
Need to get some AC up in that mother.
You could have finished that sentence.
I could.
I have AC going on, but there's no insulation in here.
Oh.
And then I'm talking. So, that defeats the insulation.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
too much hot air. We'll see you guys.
Oh, Ross. Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision.